Hey, how you doing? It's currently Sunday night. Just coming back from the casino. My friend invited me, and we hung out. We we t- um we bullshitted for a little bit, right? Um, and then I looked at the college. Then I looked at the college slate. It's a lot of action going on right now. March Madness, Selection Sunday. Today I started my day off by going to the gym at about 5 a.m. Um, and then I ran a mile in about 14 minutes, just less than 14 minutes. So that was cool. I actually felt accomplished, and I still feel it right now, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, we have to build our stamina. We have to s- uh, s- um, stay ready. Um, and anyway. So then after that, it was like 6 o'clock, and I left, and I did three Uber rides, right? And then after that, the three of the Uber rides, um, one was a little old lady from East Mesa East Mesa to right here in regular Mesa, and and um, and so I said to her, "Did you know that Mesa's gonna be getting their first Target since 2004?" And it's going to be located right here off of Southern and Single Butte, and it's going to be a total of $150 million investment with the Dick's Sporting Goods also in housing. She says, "Thank goodness, because I have to go all the way into town just to go to Target." And I'm like, "All the way into town is just the other side of the freeway." And then she says, "Target, here I come." And then I says, "I already have the app open right now." Um, and then we both laughed. And then um, my next Uber passenger was to right here in South Scottsdale, right? And and also it was to the AutoZone on 74th Street, McDowell. I said, "Hey man, do you ever go to the Carnicia off Miller McDowell, and they have Taco Tuesday. You could get your own tacos from the jump, fresh, cut up, everything." Um, and he said, "No, I had no idea. I usually just go to Fiesta Burrito, and their carne asada tacos like fucking $15." And I'm like, "Yeah, you add a drink and tax, which is 20." He said, "Thank you, exactly." And it's not even dinner time. I said, "Yeah, it's doing too much. Go to the Carnicia, buy a pound of meat or whatever, and that should last you for days." And he said, "Yep, thanks for the tip." And then since it's right across the street, I gave him a Boasted Donuts coupon. The coupon was for buy 12 and get 6 for free. I said, "Hey man, I get these all the time. I get these all the time, and no way in hell, no way in hell am I gonna eat 18 donuts, right? So just take them, just take it." He's, "Oh, thank you." Um, and then and then um and then I had a very interesting Uber ride after that. After that, I got a ride from Old Town, 3200 blocks North 75th Street. I'm like, well, that's not really like an exact address, and I'm pretty sure that business is closed right now. But it was right here too. But um, Old Town to South Scottsdale right here. And the Uber passenger texted me through the app and said, "Mason is in the jail. You have to walk up to the jail, give them your ID, and they'll let him out, and they'll tip you." I'm like, "That's cool." Um, and so then I picked up a phone call. I was like, "Yeah, Uber driver, so and so. I'm here from Mason." And 12 minutes later, he finally came out. Dude looked beat up, like literally, he got roughed up. And then he says, "You got any heat in the car?" And naturally, I'm like, "Sir, what do you mean? I know it's cold outside, but do you mean a gun?" and then he said, "Is what I thought," but naturally I didn't say that. And then he said, "Do you have a heater in the car?" I said, "Oh, absolutely, it's still running right now." Um, and then and then and then and then um, so he said he was a UFC fighter. He said, I'm a UFC fighter, but I got jumped last night. 100 people jumped me, but I took down about 25 of them. But but because I'm a UFC fighter, I get targeted. Um, and I'm like, damn, you do that for an occupation. I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you want to do that on the side when you're just trying to have a good time. He said, no, thank you, man. I'm not trying to do that. But I got in trouble. But a punch doesn't phase me. Um, and I'm like, damn. And he gave me $20. So that was cool. Um, and then after that, I just chilled on standby until my friend invited me to church. And lately, I've been going to church. I've been trying to get more spiritual in my faith. Um, and and also, so after that, I stopped by and touched up my facial hair um, to make sure that I had a fresh shave for God, right? Besides myself, besides myself. Um, and then so after that, I met up my friend that I've known since last century, by the way, um, middle school, and we went to Impact Church in North Scottsdale. Is it North Central Scottsdale? Is it North Scottsdale? I don't know. Anything north of like Lincoln Road is North Scottsdale to me, but I grew up in South Scottsdale, so um, and then and then I and then I uh my friend said parking's gonna be ridiculous, so get there early. I got there at like 9:45. Um, and I had to park all the way across the street from all the way across the parking lot, super far. But it was worth the walk. And the, today was talking about being patient and things that in life are worth the wait, but not just literally worth the wait, but like the weight of the toll of something that mentally and how you have to stay mentally strong. Um, there was a lot of people there. I've never been there before. Last week I went to CCV in East Mesa. Um, but and then after that, my I have a client that works at the Breakfast Club in South Scottsdale. If you've never been there, that's a go-to breakfast joint. And and so anyway, I had steak and eggs. I had steak and eggs for brunch today, and it was me and his family. So that was cool. We were all able to catch up in real life. Um, and then after that, I just pretty much had a low key afternoon. As I said, my friend that I've also known since high school. Actually, my friend that I just got done linking up with at the casino. I actually still remember when we first like met, but we didn't really talk then. I was a sophomore in a class full of freshmen at Coronado, Earth Science, Miss McCallar. And I remember when I first took her class, she says, "You have the same main name as me before I got married." And I thought to myself, "Damn, um, if we already ever get married, you won't have to change your last name." I was only a sophomore in high school then. I was only a sophomore in high school then, and I had thoughts of that of my earth science teacher. Um, Shout out Miss McCallar. Um, but um, but yeah, she was cool. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much my story for today. Um, and I saw that the Suns played. I saw that the Suns played the Lakers. Even without LeBron, the Suns can't seem to beat the Lakers or anybody. Yet I still rock them, and I'm not too sure, what's going on with them.